Hi guys, my name is Claudio Rendi Salicode. So I would like to explain and tell you what I learned in my English Phonology and Morphology course. I will start at morpheme, a meaningful morphological unit of language that cannot be further divided. For example, incoming, forming incoming. A morpheme may be represented as single sound such as morpheme a meaning without as in amoral and asexual, or by a single syllables, and morphemes may also consist of more than one syllables, by two syllables and in camel, lady, water, by three syllables as in hackensack and crocodile, or by four or more syllables as in hallucinate, apothecary, helicopter, and accelerate. The meaning of a morpheme must be constant. In languages, sound units combine to form morphemes, morphemes combine to form words, and words combine to form less units, phrases, and sentences. When we know a word morpheme, we must know both its form, sound or gesture, and its meaning. There are inseparable parts of the linguistic science. The relationship between form and meaning is arbitrary. Next, phonological rules. The relationship between the phonemic representation of a word and its phonetic representation, or how it is pronounced, is rule governed. Phonological rules are a part of a speaker's knowledge of the language. The phonemic representations are minimally specified. Some features or feature values are predictable. For example, in English, all nasal consonants are voiced, so we don't need to specify voicing in the phonemic features matrix. For nasal, similarly, we don't need to specify the features strong for back vowels. Next, phonetics. Phonetics are the study of speech. Distinguishing all forms of voice pronunciation in the human language throughout the world. All English speech sounds come from the movement of lung air through the vocal tract. The air moves through the glottis, i.e., between the vocal cords, up the pharynx through the oral and possibly the nasal cavity, and out the mouth or nose. Human speech sounds fall into classes according to their phonetic properties. All speech sounds are either consonants or vowels, and all consonants are either obstructions or sonorants. Consonants have some obstruction of the airstream in the vocal tract, and the location of the obstruction defines their place of articulations. Some of which are bilabial, labiodental, alveolar, paladal, velar, uvular, and glottal. Next, articulatory phonetics. The voice is articulated by the lips and tongue. Man speaks by means of the air which he inhales into his entire body, and particularly into the body cavities. When the air is expelled through the empty space, is produced a sound. The tongue articulates by this stroke. It gathers the air in the throat and produces it again. The palate and the teeth, thereby giving the sounds a definite shape. If the tongue should not articulate its time by means of its throat, and would not speak clearly, and would only be able to produce a few simple sounds. The production of any sounds involves the movement of air. Much speech sounds are produced by pushing lung air through the vocal cords, up the throat, into the mouth or nose, and finally out of the body. Next, consonants. The sounds of all languages fall into two classes: consonants and vowels. Consonants are produced with some respiration or closures in the vocal tract that impedes the flow of air from the lungs. In phonetics, the terms consonant and vowel refer to types of sounds not to the letters that represent them. In speaking of the alphabet, we may call A a vowel and C a consonant, but that means only that we use the letter A to represent vowel sounds and the letter C to present consonant sounds. Consonants are further classified according to their manner of articulation. Consonants may also be grouped according to certain features to form larger classes such as labial, coronal, anterior, and sibilant. Next, place of articulation. Vocal tract, the air vowel registration occurs, called the place of articulations, movement of the tongue and lips creates the constructions, reshaping the oral cavity in various ways to produce the various sounds. Next, vowels. Vowels are produced with little restriction of the airflow through the lungs or through the mouth and or the nose. The quality of a vowels depends on the shape of the vocal tract as their passage stroke. Vowels from the nucleus or syllables. The vowels in English may be tense or lax. Vowels may also be stressed, longer, higher in pitch, and louder or unstressed. Next, diphthong. A diphthong is a sound formed by combining two vowels in a single syllable. Diphthongs are present in the phonetics inventory of many languages, including English. The simplest vowels called monophthongs. Examples words: pie, slide, toy, coil, sure, pure, and edge. Next, monophthong. The simple vowels called monophthongs. A vowel that has a single precise auditory quality. Monophthongs are two vowels pronounced as a single vowel. The single vowel is produced from a syllable that has the quality of the articulation so consistently and remains from the beginning to the end. Next, prosodic features. Prosodic features are features that appear when we put sounds together in connect speech. Prosodic features are successful communications depends as much on intonations, stress and rhythm as on the correct pronunciations. Sounds, intonation, stress and rhythm are prosodic features. Next, prosodic phonology. Words are composed of one or more syllables. A syllable is phonological unit composed of one or more phonemes. Every syllable has a nucleus, which is usually a vowel but can be a syllabic, liquid, or nasal. The nucleus may be preceded and or followed by one or more phonemes called the syllable, ons, and coda. That's all I can say. May benefit all of us, and if there is some error in the material, I apologize and thank you.